mean, the thing is, I don't know what I'd use a car for, really, because like I don't need to go anywhere. I'm either at uni or at my desk or in the
Yeah.
forest. I have 3 states.
You can visit different forests.
I'm cool with the forest I've got.
You are just like remove the graphic card situation for a second. You are the most content human.
Well, I could do with
You just
like a
you,
chest to
give
lie
him
on.
and he's set.
If I could have a girlfriend that would visit me at my own house and let me lie on her
Fine.
lap like I'm a cat.
Your mic's cutting out there, but I've just had a thought about what you said earlier. You know, she'd visit you and travel to you and be in those two spaces that you like the most. You literally are dating an owl. You're a night person. She lives in the forest.
It's all making sense.
You're at your house. Dude, you didn't have a dream, you had a premonition.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was. The dream was basically. So you know how you get cat girls.
Oh,
It's just an owl girl. It was a girl cosplaying. She just had owl ears. That was it.
I've got a very serious question about owls.
Yeah, I think owls are great. I'd love an owl.
But like, so you know, if you when they kill chickens, they just like wring their necks out.
Yeah.
How do you do that with an owl? how do you how do you kill an owl
You gotta get
and
like a
preserve its
screwdriver
body?
and like many spins. But
If you
I saw
turn its
this.
head enough, does like pepper come out of its ass?
No, it just pops off. You just gotta screw it back in again.
Unscrews. It's like changing a light bulb.
But I watched a TikTok though, and owls' skulls are actually like 4 times smaller than the fluff that you see. Owls are
Oh
dumb
yeah,
as
they're
shit.
tiny.
Their brains are most of their head is their eyes. Their brains are so small they are dumb as shit. They are
Koalas.
so stupid.
Koalas are the dumbest of them all. Have you heard about koalas?
No, go on.
I'll find you. Right, hang on. This is a Reddit post called "Koalas are fucking stupid." Okay. Koalas are fucking horrible animals. They have one of the smallest brain to body ratios of any mammal. Additionally, their brains are smooth. A brain is folded to increase the surface area for neurons. If you present a koala with leaves plucked from a branch laid on a flat surface, the koala will not recognize it as food. They are too thick to adapt their feeding behavior to cope with change. In a room full of potential food, they can literally starve to death. If this is not the token of an animal that is winning at life. Speaking of stupidity and food, one of the likely reasons for their primitive brains is the fact that additionally to being poisonous, eucalyptus leaves, the only things that they eat, have almost no nutritional value. They can't afford the extra energy to think. They sleep more than 80% of their lives. When they're awake, all they do is eat shit and occasionally scream like fucking Satan. Because eucalyptus leaves hold such little nutritional value, koalas have to ferment the leaves in their guts for days on end. Unlike their brains, they have the largest hindgut to body ratio of any mammal. Many herbivore mammals have adaptations to cope with harsh plant life taking its toll on their teeth. Rodents, for instance, have teeth that never stop growing. Some animals only have teeth on their lower jaw, grinding plant matter into bony plates at the top of their mouths. Others have large molars that distribute the wear and tear and break down plant matter more effectively. Koalas are no exception. When their teeth erode down to nothing, they resolve to the situation by starving to death because they are fucking terrible animals. Being being mammals, koalas raise their joeys on milk, admittedly one of the lowest milk yields to body ratio. There's a trend here. When young joey needs to transition from rich, nourishing substances like milk to eucalyptus, a plant that seems to be making it abundantly clear that it does not want to be eaten. It finds it does not have the necessary gut flora to digest the leaves properly. To remedy this, the young joey begins nuzzling its mother's anus until she leaks some diarrhea, actually fecal pap, which is slightly less digested than diarrhea, which he then proceeds to slurp on. This partially digested plant matter gives him just what he needs to start developing his digestive system. Of course, he may not even have needed bother nuzzling his mother. She might have been suffering from incontinence. Why? Because koalas are riddled with chlamydia. In some areas, the infection rate is over 80% or higher. This statistic isn't helped by the fact that one of the other few activities koalas will spend their precious energy on is rape. Despite being seasonal breeders, males seem to either not know or care and will simply overpower a female koala regardless of whether she's ovulating or not. If she fights back, he may drag them. It's my favourite bit. He may drag them both out of a tree, which brings us full circle back to the brain. Koalas have a higher than average quantity of cerebrospinal fluid in their brains. This is to protect their brains from injury should they fall from a tree. An animal so thick it has its own little built-in special ed helmet. I fucking hate them. If you Google any of that, it's all true.
I mean, I'm looking at koala brain. It looks like a gallbladder.
It's the fact that they only eat poisonous food.
I know.
And that they can starve to death in a room full of it because they're that dumb.
And they wear their teeth down. They're just like, oh, that's me.
Guess I'll die.
I don't understand when people think they're cute either. They're not. It doesn't look like a cute animal. Look at that nose.
It's oh.
I mean, compare that to an owl.
I'm literally looking at a video of an owl right now.
Although, have you seen this? Have you seen their legs?
Oh my god.
They're all fine until you see their legs, and they're awful. Like, most of the time they're all slumped over like this and you don't see any legs, but if they ever stand up, if they run towards you, you are dead, mate. But here's one sat in a drain pipe if you...
He's hiding.
It's just the cutest thing. I mean, some owls are awful looking. Look at this fella down here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to mess with him. It looks like a sad dog having a stroke. But this fella's like a kooky little man.
Yeah, they look terrifying.
Like, barn owls look so relaxed, and these kind look like they're constantly...
Huge owl. Huge owl kills dog and
Owls either look majestic, terrifying, or just stupid.
Why is his wings so long?
Or so happy. Look how happy that one looks.
What's the one below that? What's the title? Angry Birds. Signs an owl about to attack.
How many people are in this position? The Rocky Point Trail in 𝗕𝗺cie State Park remains closed Wednesday after a 3-year girl is attacked and injured by an owl.
Oh, I've just found the cutest picture of a baby owl.
Owls are great. Especially
Apparently
baby owls.
Yeah. Apparently they can't move their eyeballs.
I mean, you wouldn't really need to.
No, true.
Have you seen how fast they can move their neck? I mean, look at this little fella. He's so cute.
Until he kills your dog.
Or your daughter. Look at that. That's terrifying.
That's like the final boss. In fact, the eyes are so well developed that they're not eyeballs as such, but elongated tubes. They're held in place by bony structures in the skull called sclerotic rings. For this reason, an owl cannot roll or move its eyes. It can only look straight ahead.
That one's okay. It's once their like pupils just go so small.
Oh, he looks so shocked. Left. He's just floating.
No, so like it's like American football.
Someone's just thrown a Hail Mary with the owl. I like to think some of this Jason's going, portals. I genuinely never realised how long their legs are. Like, I knew they had long legs.
They are just legs on heads.
Just legs.
It's just a head and a leg. Which reminds me of my favourite animal. It's called a pygmy 𝗕𝗺𝗺. And it is a head on legs. And it's my favourite animal.
There's a bobblehead. It's like a dashboard.
Ever since I discovered them.
Oh, that's like one of those little plastic toys you had as a kid that you like
That you'd wind up and it'd jump
Whoa.
about. Look at it.
That is amazing. It's got arms as well, dude. It's fully functional.
It's just a tiny head on legs.
They must live for like half an hour.
Well, yeah, if you see what this one does, it just falls off the scale. I love them. I love them so much.
Oh, humans have the largest brain to body ratio. That's upsetting. I was hoping it would be something interesting. Humans are so fucking boring.
They are quite boring.
Like, great, cool, what do we do now? Elephants have like 3 hemispheres. Dude, brains are so weird.
I'll just shit on the other one. The other, I was just like, for fuck's sake, Dave. We've been...
Fucking hell, Harold. I know they do it to like get a better idea of their surroundings, but it looks so stupid.
Ryan, could you tomorrow take this and put like some wubs in it?
Yes.
That is such a power move.
Dude, he's like, fuck you, I'm going upside down.
You talk to my girl? Is it my girl you're talking to?
Talking to me. Is it true that, like, I don't know, I'm now thinking about chickens. Is it true that, like, if you draw a line in front of them, they can't cross it?
I don't know. I don't own chickens. I'd like to, though. I think they'd be a cool pet. Because they're like owls. They look dumb.
Yeah.
But they're still cute. There's an owl on the phone. Well, I've always wanted to see owls dance. It's like cats with things on their feet. That you put something on a cat's foot and it does not know what to do with itself.
Is it like sticky tape they're putting on then?
Yeah.
Oh, lint rollers, I think. Have you tried this?
I haven't, but I should. Pussy could use the exercise. Cats are also dumb as shit.
I'd love to get a house cat because I think they're really quite cute. But the problem is, I've arranged all my boxes like quite neatly on my shelf above my PC.
Oh, they'd be in
And
every single one of them.
oh no, not even that. Like, I come home from work and it's just like throwing them around the room.
Or cats with socks on.
Please, I need to see that.
Cats don't like wearing socks.
I know dogs don't like having their paws touched, but they just kind of move them out of the way. They don't do like hamsters.
Cats don't know how to walk once you put socks on them. They just lose all motor ability. It's like they have an innate function, like that, like they've evolved to be able to rapidly shake their feet in case socks are put on them.
That's like probably the best argument that we're living in a simulation. It's like a debug mode.
I wonder if humans could do it.
Yeah, there's got to be like a specific condition that we're like tailored to, that would never naturally occur, that we're just like amazing at fixing.
Like cats ending up with... Like, why would this be a defense mechanism for them?
In all fairness, it's probably like driving. It's like just one of those really... Because when you think about it, driving is like probably the least natural thing you can do.
As someone who can't drive, it seems very unnatural. Like,
Well,
there is
it's
a very small amount of road you've got to stay on, and somehow you can stay on it.